Manipur government's attempt to restart inter-district public transport service on Wednesday between Meitei and the Kuki areas received an unsatisfactory response. Direct buses from Imphal to Churachandpur and Kangpokpi failed to attract any passengers by afternoon. In contrast, a few passengers were seen boarding buses to Bishnupur and Imphal West, which allowed indirect travel to Churachandpur via Bishnupur and to Kangpokpi via Sekmai in Imphal West. On Tuesday, the state government urged residents to support the initiative and warned that disruption to vehicle movement would result in strict legal action. This was the administration's second attempt in 19 months to resume public transport services amid prolonged ethnic clashes between the Meitei and Kuki communities. Despite adequate security arrangements by the Manipur State Transport Complex, no passengers came forward for direct travel to the hill districts. A similar initiative in December last year also failed, with buses running nearly empty or being forced to return due to road barricades erected by protesters. Public bus service between the valley and hill districts had been suspended since violence erupted in May 23. Despite assurances of safety and security deployments along the routes, concerns over the abduction and attack deterred both drivers and residents. Indian footballer Baichung Bhutia also appealed for the return of peace and normalcy in the state. Just let me play out the bite of Baichung Bhutia.
Obviously, जो मणिपुर में हो रहा है is very very unfortunate. As a northeastern, हम सबको दुख लगा है. I only hope and pray that peace comes over, because Manipur is such a beautiful state. It's got a huge potential for tourism, and I hope that the peace comes over. I hope the state government, the central government works together with the community and bring back the peace, because that is the most important thing Manipur requires. And I think it's known for producing great sports person, and it's also a great tourist destination. So I think the best would be, it's difficult, but we'll have to keep working to bring peace back in Manipur.
Okay. Now let me introduce my guest, P.K. Mishra, former ADG BSF, and Professor Prasanjit Biswas, Professor of Philosophy, Northeastern Hill University. Mr. Biswas, I mean to say it's a good effort, but ironic. But Prasanjit, it just tells you a lot. You can do anything, but if people don't have faith in each other in terms of community, nothing will happen.
Yes, this is a good gesture of starting this communication between Imphal and Churachandpur and the other hill districts. What is broken here is a human trust. How that human trust returns is a major challenge. So a larger amount of humanitarian work needs to be carried out, so that what we call as confidence building measures are not lacking in such a situation. And the best confidence building measure could be looking at those who are victimized and creating a narrative of helping the victims, and also inter-community help to each other will be a major fillip to a narrative of harmony, to a narrative of friendliness back again. In contrast to the current underlying tension, all the moment when peace is broken by some incidents. So given that kind of a worry and anxiety in the minds of the ordinary people, it's difficult to really bring them out from their homes and make them journey into distant parts of the state. And therefore, journey is remaining limited to the area where they feel safe. Journey from Imphal to Bishnupur is within the Meitei area.
Sanjit,
so
it's not only about people feeling safe. Mr. Mishra, is it possible to secure all routes? Is it possible to secure these routes?
Karthikeya, I can well tell you, with 80,000 forces in Manipur today, it is very, very easy. Had I been there in Manipur, it is just a piece of cake to secure even Jiribam route. Nothing, no problem. You see, Churachandpur to via Bishnupur to Imphal to Bishnupur via Moirang and then to Churachandpur, Kangpokpi, Imphal to Imphal West and then to Kangpokpi, and then going to Bishnupur, going to Jiribam, going to Sanapati, going to Ukhrul. Absolutely no problem with 80,000 troops. First of all, what is required? Yes, the civilians will never come forward because of the tension, because of the violence. We have to give them a peace of mind. Yes, the route is secured and you can go. And in the meantime, I can well tell you, Karthike, we have to start immediately. Churachandpur to Imphal West, Bishnupur to Churachandpur, Imphal to Bishnupur, Imphal to Kangpokpi. These are the routes, small routes. We must start immediately, and it should go with full protection. I think people after a week or after a fortnight, they will definitely cooperate. And government has already requested the people to cooperate with the administration, and the initiative the state has taken.
Okay.
I hope we have to wait. It will definitely, it is possible to secure the roads. I repeat,
it's possible to secure the road. You know, today is also an important day. We have the visuals. We'll do a story. We'll do a proper show on it. But a quick comment from both of you before I end the show. Today, I think those bodies have been laid to rest in the hill areas, the Jiribam bodies. First to you, Professor, then I'll go to Mr. Mishra. We have acquired the footage. We have seen it. We'll put them out tomorrow. We have got them. We have got the bites. Do you think, Prasanjit, it has put one episode to the rest for now?
See, the memories of grief and the memories of, being in certain way victimized is something that is propelling this whole ethnic tension. So how do we relieve people of these memories of losing one's own near and dear one? And also the memory of feeling little victimized, little attacked or assaulted in a certain way. These memories have to be erased, not by force, but by using a healing touch. And we should really find ways and means to bring that healing touch among the minds of people, especially among the ethnic minorities. So those bodies actually remind of the grim picture that has gone in. All the gory stories really come to the mind of the people. So therefore, I hope so that people are able to forget and forgive, but that's easier said than done. There must be more exercises in bringing back a kind of a psychological empathy, a psychological sense of wellness.
How do you deal with the memory? Yes. How do you deal with those memories of grief? Mr. Mishra, do you think that episode has come to a rest?
Definitely.
Today?
I spoke to 2 senior personnel and 2 civilians in Churachandpur today when this was going on, and a lot of people, they participated. Even I could speak to 2 ladies also in Churachandpur. They told, yes, it has happened, and we know the weapons were recovered. They know it pretty well that those persons were having weapons, but they told, okay, they are from our community. They were fighting for it anyway. They were killed by security forces because of certain reasons. Anyway, we are happy the dead bodies, they came to Churachandpur. The end has come. Definitely, they have accepted it, and they were very quiet. Once I spoke to them, they told, I talked to not Mirapai based, two ladies from Churachandpur. They told, yes, it has happened. It has happened. We will forget. We'll forget it.
That is why, Mr. Mishra, I call you to my show every time, because you're the only person who gets to speak to people in Manipur on any given day. Brijesh, a closing comment from you on the story we have done.
Well, if you're the one thing is very clear, that I agree with Mr. Mishra when he says that security can be provided. But I think the larger issue and the bigger question is, can you convince the people to take the bus? And I think there is where the real challenge lies, not in providing security and anything else. Can you convince the people to take the bus is where the real game lies.
Yes, that is why I decided to pick this story, because bus, I thought, was a metaphor for something bigger. People would say, why would you do this story? I said, it's about trust. It's about faith. It's about, would you trust other people to ensure your safety? And it's not about the presence of security, because security cannot be everywhere. You need to trust the person next to you, irrespective of his caste or creed. And I think that is where the lack is. So that's all on point tonight. Thank you for watching. Do tune in at the same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Good night.